RBTC said the chain is dead.
Oh,
I
the
mean,
chain
I
is
see that
dead.
pretty much every day on Twitter. I mean, you'd
Yeah.
say that about pretty much every chain in crypto right now. So
Yeah. I
yeah.
mean, it's not dead. There's a lot of activity. There's things happening all the time. There's still people building. There's still things going on. There just isn't a whole lot of interest right now, and it's showing. It's showing across the board. There's not a whole lot going on with Bitcoin. It's stay in that channel. Not a whole lot going on with Ethereum. It's staying in that channel. So, I I don't know. I wouldn't discount it too much. But yeah, I mean, I still think again, staying at these levels is strong. So that's
Yeah,
that's what I'm seeing.
I think so too. And yeah, I know somebody had been selling PulseX like pretty heavily over the last couple of weeks. I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, we've talked a lot about on this program the last few weeks when we were here about like outcome independence and being patient and things like that. And I know some people don't want to hear that kind of stuff, but usually they're the people that need to hear it because they aren't going to make it in this market because they aren't patient.
Right.
So
Right.
I mean, if you can't take it and you're constantly getting shaken out every day and just like hating your life, maybe your life just sucks. That's not really something that anybody else can fix for you. But
Well, the
anyway,
PulseX chart looks pretty good.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's holding up rather well. We're not at least retesting bottoms or anything like that. So this is the USD chart, and as we've looked before, even the Pulse chart is even better against Pulse itself. So still bullish. We're seeing a little bit of a downward flag here, but it looks like that's kind of closing in on a decision time too. So
yeah,
yeah, I mean this one's looking really good.
it's
Pulse X
insane.
against the Pulse chart. So yeah, these ones are looking all right. Take a look here at incentive real quick. I don't think incentive's doing a whole lot. It's just kind of
Yeah, it's been kind of down here for a bit.
yeah, made a nice run up to $10 and then has been kind of down ever since, except for that little run back up to $3. So yeah, I mean I think the arrows are just getting pulled back. I hope that's what it is, and
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is. And yeah, you talking about ink at $10 right there. I mean, that was just back in March. And I mean, like some
Yeah.
people, I know it's 5 months down the road. Like some people may not remember that now. I don't know. But it shows you how quick things can happen. I mean, we saw Pulse X. I don't know if anybody even realizes this, but Pulse X was its sacrifice rate for at least a few hours of time, or at least
Mhm.
wick there back in March. And it happened very quickly. So
Yep.
don't be caught off guard. Like, that's the thing. These times suck. Yeah, the whole last freaking 3 years basically have sucked. Literally, the last 3 years in most of cryptocurrency has been absolute horrid,
Garbage.
just goblin town.
Yep.
But if you're invested in something you believe in that you think is going to pump eventually, then I would be DCAing into that stuff as hard as I can. And I want to shout out Yo Mackie here because this is something that we've been meaning to kind of get into. Not that there's much to say beyond this, I guess, but 68 cents to bridge to PulseChain yesterday on Ethereum. I thought I had the all-time low. I think I paid just over $1 a couple of times in the last few weeks. So 68 cents.
Yeah.
Is insane. So yeah, he's right. All chains are dead. Now the Gwei in general has been down, but I mean, like, yeah, people just aren't using some of this stuff. Like Polygon Matic is just, I don't know if it's ever going to come back. I mean, I just saw it's the whole way down to 50 cents and it's like just dog crap now. Yeah. So there's
Well,
just not a lot going on.
yeah, let's look at the gas tracker here. I mean, you're looking at Ethereum. They've gone as far as 3 decimals now.
Yeah.
Point oh
Point
or
eight.
0.806 is the low. 0.906 is the high. So, I mean, yeah, it's everything. It's don't get frustrated because ours is just it's new. It's gonna look low, but it's the sentiment across the board. It's just a bunch of stuff that's just not doing a whole lot. So
Yeah.
don't get frustrated. This is where the people that have hung on so long and have tried to make it eventually get washed out, and then they're like, "Oh shit, what did I just do?" When it takes
Right.
off. So as much as I hate to say it, we're almost there. I mean, we've been saying it. We're almost there. We're almost there. But obviously, every day we're closer to being almost there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, RBTC says we all believe in Pulse, but each gets more. It gets difficult every day now. More projects, but we don't have any new people coming into the chain. No new users, just new tokens. So I mean, that is something that you just. I mean, keep in mind, retail still really hasn't come to this bull market yet. Like
Yeah.
we saw a crazy meme coin run on Solana throughout 2024 and stuff like that, and some stuff on ETH and everything. Half those are dead now. I mean, half of those that were like magnificent that I thought like I threw a lottery ticket into and got a really good price is now 50% down. So even stuff that like was killing it in 2024 that it theoretically in 2025 could absolutely moonshot are down right now. And I'm down on what I originally thought was a good cost basis. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's you just got to keep waiting, and
Well,
if you got to believe in the community too. I mean, like I maybe that's part of it. Is that some people like haven't really experimented with other chains and stuff like that to know that like what you have on PulseChain, even though it seems like, oh, it's dead and there's not a lot going on, there's so much more happening. It's so much more of a community than almost in really any other chain out there. But
yeah.
go ahead, Ewok.
And RBTC brings up a great point. So many new things have been launched that the value is now spread across so thin that it's really going to be hard for the core coins to pump because the core value is just it's so spread out. So it takes that many more people to come in to be able to support all these new things in order for the price to really pump effectively. So that's while some of these things are okay, some of them are just influencers that claim that they were talked into launching their own coin. And
Oh, did you want to talk about the new one that just dropped, or
not really, but
okay,
I didn't want to give them any more attention than they probably need.
We won't because they crave the attention. I know
exactly. So
yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you there, RBTC, and I'm not hating on you or anything. I mean, it's definitely difficult. Like I've had really shitty days, here and there with it, so I understand. But as best you can, and like this is what I've literally had to do. I made a video about it on here a couple of weeks ago, but like you just have to detach yourself from the market and just find other things to do in the meantime and stop, having it control your every move. You just have to be more comfortable with like, okay, I generally believe in this stuff and I just need to walk away. I mean, I know we all say it, touch grass and everything, but you really do. I mean, you have to find something that helps your mind deal with this stuff a little bit better. I get it, especially if you're down bad from 3 years ago, like many people are. So I understand. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, and we kind of touched on this a little bit. And apparently that 69, there's rumor that there's 69,000 Ethereum was donated to the Harris campaign, which
I didn't see this. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot of backing it up anywhere because there was a number that was in a chart or in a post on Twitter, but then there was only 35,000 on the blockchain that showed. So more Hex, I know you had sent that message to me last night or this morning asking me what I thought about it, but yeah, it's just strange. Vitalik's always been a strange one.
That's an understatement, I'd say. Yeah.
You look at some of the unicorn outfits he wears and things like that. So, he's definitely supporting the LGBT stuff. And so when he donates, it's probably for that cause, whatever it may be. However, it's strange that it comes out of the Ethereum Foundation for that, and not his personal. So anyway, it's just strange that he's mixing it up as a crypto person, as a crypto personality, a high level one, with a party that doesn't really support it. That's just it's tough to understand sometimes, but everybody has their own thing. So
maybe we're just not smart enough. Maybe we're just not as smart as Vitalik. That might be what it is. Yeah. Someday we'll be able to wear vaccine masks and stuff like that and get vaxxed a few more times.
I guess.